Now, today's topic, I just want to give you that before I play a song and then we'll come back to discuss this. Remember, have your airtime ready, 0719012700. We're going to be talking about the Siaya burial. The question is, do corona rights supersede cultural rights? Why do I ask this? There was a hasty pre-dawn burial for James Oyugi Onyango, okay? And it has made people, residents of Siaya, very upset. A lot of people, it has brought division in terms of whether it was right and it was wrong. On the one hand, the government is saying, hey, get used to it. This is the new normal. But then there are people on one side saying, hey, you got to respect cultural rights. Now I'm asking you, in this time of corona, do we follow cultural rights or do we follow new corona rights? Of course, 0719012700, that's the number you should have. But I want to play a special song to a very special MVP. That's Moha Dikanambo. And this morning, Moha, you've tweeted at me and you've told us that this morning you've lost your sister, and we really want to send our condolences to the family. Moha tweeted and said, lost my small sis yesterday, Desta gift, shine on your way, we really miss you, but life must go on. Moha, I know this is a really tough time, and I appreciate you for being with the family this morning and sharing with us your really sad news. We pray for strength for you, and I'm going to play you this song by Alkaline that you requested. It's called Gone Away.
Good vibes only on Vibes Radio.
All right, guys, we're getting into morning vibes. Of course, this is your captain of good vibes, Kwambox. And a big shout out to everybody who is locked on this morning. You know it's time for Mjadala. So if you don't have airtime, get your airtime ready. We need to talk. We need to talk. All right, on Mjadala today, of course, the conversation is... do corona rights supersede cultural rights? What did we see? This is a conversation that started on Sunday night, and apparently there was a pre-dawn burial of James Oyugi Onyango. Now, this story has a lot of, it just has a lot of layers, So, allegedly, the guy was involved in an accident, and then he went to hospital. And then after he went to hospital, first he had the accident. Then he said he was feeling okay. And then went home and succumbed to his injuries. And then the next thing, in the dead of night, the guy is being buried for corona. Now, there's so many crazy stories that are, surfacing on the net. But the official communication is that he succumbed to coronavirus complications last week. And this has drawn a lot of sharp criticism, okay? Because people are like, wait a minute. Why was this guy buried in a hurry in the middle of the night? And then why? And then when you listen to the video, you can hear the family mourning in the background, like they're crying and, saying, why is this happening? And these guys dressed in hazmat suits are throwing the body into a shallow grave. And of course, this has evoked such sharp criticism everywhere, And I'm going to read to you some of the criticism. But then the question is, was the government right to do this? This is what CS Kagwe had to say.
Fellow Kenyans, we are aware that the burial of a COVID-19 disease victim in Siaya County has raised some concerns. This is an issue that we are currently addressing together with the county government of Siaya in line with public health and sensitivity to the dead are concerned.
All right, so he goes ahead to say that that they will continue with burials like that. Kenyans should just get used to it. I want you to call me up, 0719012700. What do you think about this situation? Is this the new normal? Should we just adjust to corona rights of burial? Or should we uphold cultural rights? Because for sure, for Shizi, that guy did not get any traditional or cultural burial rights. Na unimse wa Siaya maze. Munonaje your story. Hello, Mike.
Yeah, morning, how are you?
Morning, how are you doing?
I'm fine and okay.
I'm well as well.
Ngong is in Njeve too.
I was jali hata hapa tuko na Njeve tu. Ngong ni Nairobi sasa. If you're not outside of the lockdown, ujue uko Nairobi.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we should follow the government directive first of all to allow to contain the spread of corona.
Yeah.
Then the other rites and rituals we do them later after the corona is over.
But Mike, did you see that video?
No, I didn't see it.
Yeah, they buried this guy in the dead of night at between 1 to 2 a.m.
Hey, it's very un-African to bury, although it's very un-African to bury a person like in the middle of the night.
It's crazy.
It's crazy. They should have buried him the next day in the morning when people are watching.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Mike. Mike there from Gong. I'd love to hear from you. Call me up right now, 0719-012-700. Especially if you're from Siaya. What do you have to say about this? When you watch this, how did you feel? And for the rest of the people in the country, right? Do you agree with what these guys did in burying this guy? Solo unasemaje?
Hey, hello.
Habari asubuhi.
Niko fine.
Ana mimi niko freshi kabisa.
Hello.
What say you, Solo?
Hey, I think we should follow kwanza lazima tufuate government rules. And then others come later.
Okay.
For example, if we have to follow them, because if we don't, corona will come and take over. If we follow our tradition, corona will just come and take over when we are still following our traditions. When the government says we must get used to that burial right or whatever rights, or we must live our traditions.
Yeah.
Those people know why. Because when we gather together, let's say in a wedding place or a burial, of course many people will go out there with corona.
Okay.
Yeah. Am I right?
Solo, I mean, the big question here is, I mean, we get all that, but is there, you want to tell me there's no other way that this funeral can be done and still upholding the dignity of, the rights of the dead? Even just to give the final rights to the dead?
No, there are no rights now. You must understand, this pandemic is so tough.
Okay.
So, when we say we follow those rights, then it will be more tough and tougher,
Yeah.
When we follow our traditions, our cultures, this thing will become tougher and tougher, more tough. So we have just to adjust ourselves.
All right. Thank you so much, Solo. Solo there from Eldoret, just sharing his thoughts.
Thank you.
Remember, you can call me up, 0719-012-700. Kelly.
Yeah, man.
Habari asubuhi.
Nzuri sana na yako.
Fiti sana. Meru wanasemaje? Mbona hiyo video?
Mimi sijaicheki ndadi nashtukia mazee.
I'm sure we have posted it, or we are posting it on our social media page. That's on Facebook, on Twitter. But I mean, this guy was buried in a shallow grave in the middle of the night. You can hear his family crying, and the question is, and then he's the people who are wearing the hazmat suits threw him into the hole.
Yeah.
I mean, maze.
Maze, hiyo ni mbaya, lakini saa hii tu inabidi ni kubaya yenyewe. Unaona venye tu disease imetawala mtaa. Sasa kila mtu tu analia kutulia kejani kuomba.
Yeah.
Hizo vitu gava nasema mimi inabidi tu hakuna otherwise.
Lakini Kelly, nikuulize, umesikia venye nimedescribe your situation?
Nimesikia venye umedescribe na
ikikuwa familia yako itaendaje?
Unajua sasa singesema kitu juu ni kitu ya gava hiyo.
All right.
You just let it go like that.
Wow. All right. Thank you so much, Kelly. Have a great day.
Yeah.
Now, it's so interesting hearing what you all have to say. Remember, you can call me up, 0719-012-700. This is your show. You're the MVP. What do you have to say? Zipporah.
Hi, good morning.
Morning. How you doing?
I'm doing good.
Sasa unasemaje story?
Okay, for me, nasema kwanza tuvumilie juu ya hii corona. We are supposed to follow the government rules.
Maze zipi mbona hiyo video?
Yeah, I saw it.
Alafu?
Okay, for burying the man at night, people, wangekojea hii ingine alafu sasa wambari. Yeah.
So do you agree or do you disagree with what they did?
Okay, I disagree. Wakingojea hii the following day ndio wafanye hivyo.
Yeah, mazi. All right, thank you so much, Zippy there from Naivasha. And of course, we've had CS Kagwe just telling guys, get used to this. This is going to be the new normal. But there's a lot of people who've complained about this, that it seems the government is changing its tune about what exactly happened. But CS Magoha yesterday was asked while he was addressing, what's going to be happening in the education sector, because a lot of kids are at home. On top of many other things, he said that parents should allow children to be at home. It's holiday. But then he also mentioned the Siaya burial. Remember, CS Magoha is from Siaya.
Being a Luo from Siaya, I would like to pronounce myself on the issue of the burial at night, I think yesterday. What is our goal? Our goal here is to ensure that the disease is controlled. And we have given various protocols which must be done. And there's a very big risk of people leaning towards culture and forgetting that what has been done is in the overall interest of the immediate family, the extended family, and the family at large. So I would like our people to bear that in mind as you condemn or have anything to say, and to encourage my brother, C.S. Kagwe, who is now half a doctor, I think he's even doing more than half a doctor, that he should continue precisely with the way things are going. I thank you very much.
All right, that's CS Magoha, umesikia venye amesema. But I just want to remind you guys something, okay? This burial took place between 1 to 2 a.m. on Sunday, all right? The Gazetted Public Health Act stipulates that funerals must only happen during the day, okay? The burial or cremation ceremony may only take place between 9 a.m. to 3 p.m., okay? That is what it says in the Public Health Act. So who is on the wrong?
Good vibes only on Vibes Radio.
This is Della Move bringing us to 27 minutes past 7 a.m. If you love reggae, if you love dancehall, you are in the right place, because this is Morning Vibes and the station is Vibes Radio. Nobody can stop reggae. Not here, not anywhere. All right, it's in this hour we are discussing mjadala. Na mjadala yetu ya leo ni kwamba, do we follow corona rules when it comes to burial rights, or do we also uphold cultural rights? This is, of course, in connection with the Siaya burial, where the late James Oyugi Onyango was given a hasty pre-dawn burial, which has got the whole country talking. Of course, sharp criticism, and the government actually saying this is okay. But what say you? Hello.
Hello.
Habari asubuhi.
Poa sana Kwambox.
Naongea na nani mwenzangu?
Mose toka Kitui.
Mose.
Unifan mpya by the way.
Karibu kwenye show.
Thanks. Manze unatoa mchanga na sauti nyororo very asubuhi ndali in the morning watoto pangoni.
Asante sana. Salimia wase hapo Kitui. Lakini unasemaje message ya story?
Mi kwanza Kwambox. Nimesikiza watu watatu wamepiga simu sasa right now. Wase hawajaona vida yenyewe.
Yeah.
Sijui wanachangia nini na hawajaona vida. Alafu wanatetea government. Manze government hapo kwanza ilikosea. Hapo kuzika mtu 2 a.m. in the morning manze si poa.
Imagine Mose. Alafu unasikia kwa hiyo video familia inalia.
Si ndio, sasa unazikaje mtu in the morning very early? Si ungengoja hata mchana. Definitely hatuwezi endelea na cultural things whatever gatherings. Tunajua kuna corona. So watu wangengoja today wazike umse familia ikue only the family ito tu.
Yeah.
Wase wakuwe tu hapo keep distance nini. Watu wengine wasikuja, only the family medical officers wako hapo wana take care of course precautions nini.
Yeah.
And then ingekuwa tu poa.
Imagine. All right. Thank you so much Moses.
Yeah. Okay.
Have a great day. Moses there just saying something very interesting. Remember, if you want your voice to be heard, call me up right now, 0719-012-700. Now, what you need to know is that Senator James Orengo is actually suing the state over that hasty burial. And then Nelson Harvey, who is the LSK chairperson, has now tweeted, "I'm shocked by the mistreatment of the loved ones of the deceased by CI County, and the deceased CI County resident claimed to have died of COVID-19 and buried in a shallow grave. Enforcement of the evidently irrational burial rules is stigmatizing. They should be declared repugnant and unconstitutional." All right, now think about the family. Can you imagine what's going on in that neighborhood where they live now? Hello. Habari asubuhi.
Mzuri.
Naongea na nani mwenzangu?
Naongea na Rona.
Rona.
Zima
redio yako tafadhali.
Nimesema.
Aya, unasemaje?
Hiyo maneno ya nini burial?
Walifanya makosa.
At least wangeonyesha respect, last respect.
So wewe ukubaliani nao?
Mimi sikubaliani nayo.
All right. Asante sana Rona. Have a great day. Who else is here? Hello. Habari asubuhi. Naongea na nani mwenzangu? Nani? Mr. Nur. Stano. Karibia simu bwana. Stano, ukiona nikikuuliza sikusikii.
Sasa nasemaje? Hata wakufanya kwa ile si bari Kwambox.
Yeah.
Hiyo kwani sanduku ilikuwa imekosa ama nini ilikuwa imekosa? Hata yeye wangemweka sanduku basi.
So wewe shida yako ni hiyo paper bag?
Hiyo paper bag ikutubamba. Niliona hiyo video by the way ilikatisha.
Ilikujamisha?
Ilinijamisha sana. Harakati hivyo. Inaogopesha.
Lakini Stano, na watu wakisema mazee, unajua sasa ni time ya corona, so we got to do what we got to do.
Naelewa time ya corona na mnapata wangefanya kitu at least naeleweka. Ni mwili wa binadamu, you cannot discuss the way wanafanya.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Stano. Stano there from Sharimoyo doesn't agree with what. Now, I'm just going to ask you, if you haven't watched the video, please make a point. I'm sure we've posted it on our Twitter at Vybez Radio KE, #VybezMVP, and then so that you can make a comment about it. But if you've watched the video, you've heard what we've spoken about. What say you about this? I'm going to come back and continue this conversation. But you see, part of the reason why Kenyans are upset is because this particular burial isn't the first COVID-19 burial. And the others, well, they had some level of respect. We'll come back and discuss that.
Good vibes only on Vybez Radio.
Raging Fire with Judgment Day, bringing us to 20 minutes to 8 a.m. This is Morning Vibes, and I'm your captain Kwambox, serving you nothing but good vibes only. Mjadala wetu wa leo tunaongea juu ya hiyo Siaya burial. And if you haven't tuned in, well, let me just fill you in. There was a guy in Siaya. The guy, succumbed to COVID-19, allegedly. And what ended up happening is he was given a hasty burial between 1 to 2 a.m. on a Sunday night. And this sparked outrage on the internet. This government, there's governors who are like, this is wrong. In fact, Governor of Siaya, Colonel Rusanga, then says the manner in which the body was disposed was barbaric. This is because there are guidelines that state how COVID-19 should be buried, or how the bodies of COVID-19 victims should be buried. There's nowhere where it states a victim should not be buried in a coffin. Very interesting. So I want to know from you guys, are you upset that the guy was not buried in a coffin? Or are you upset that he was buried in the middle of the night? That his rights weren't given to him? Now, before I go to the phone lines, I reminded you that this isn't the only burial that's happened, right? So his was one amongst others that have happened. For instance, the first Kenyan to succumb to COVID-19 was engineer Morris Naminda. Okay, and he was buried in Naisambu village, Trans Nzoia County, last Tuesday. It was a 35-minute ceremony attended by immediate members of family, and it was officiated by the Catholic Church. It was during the day. And then there's another COVID-19 victim, the Kenya Airways captain, Daudi Kibuyu Kibati. Remember that? He was buried at a ceremony attended by 15 people at Mavindini village in Kitui rural sub-county amid tight security. So both funerals were conducted during the day, unlike that of Mr. Onyango. That particular story has now sparked, theories that you've seen online, that people who are like, oh, maybe this guy was murdered, that's why he was, hastily buried. But then the question is, do you agree with the manner in which he was buried? Call me up right now, 0719-012-700. Let's talk. Hello. Guys, when you call me, please have your radio off. Haji.
Hello, Vybez.
Yes, this is Vybez Radio. Habari ya asubuhi.
Poa sana Kwambox, mpenda reggae hapa.
Yeah? Haji mpenda reggae.
Yes, adriva hapa.
All right. Talk to me. What do you have to say about this story?
Unasemaje? Hiyo ilikuwa pari, ilikuwa dumping. Hiyo mzee alifanya tu kudampiwa tu amalizana na yeye na wajipe shughuli. Hiyo si poa. Juu kama ni bari bana, hiyo ingiza au wengine walibari kwa business mazao, lakini huyo usiku saa 8 amerusha anaenda, watu wanalia hata hakuna shughuli wanafanyia. Hiyo si poa.
Okay. All right. So kubaliani na Kenya walifanya.
Mimi na kia gavala wangu mimi.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much, Haji. Good day. Haji there just totally disagreeing with what happened. What say you, Maggie?
Hi, Kwambox.
How you doing?
I'm fine, and you?
I'm good. How is Riru?
Riru is fine. Just a bit cold. Yeah, it's a bit cold. So
Riru ni Nairobi too.
Riru to Nairobi.
Same WhatsApp group. Aya, unasemaje juu ya historia leo?
So Kwambox, ni kulingana na vile naona, government it wasn't a good idea ya kubari huo msee usiku.
Yeah.
One thing we should know that our cultures, they are here to stay. And corona is just a pandemic, so inakuja tu na itapita.
Yeah.
So what government can to do, at least wangewapatia, at least hata kama it's 5 members of the family. Yeah, at least they just give the last respect to the deceased.
Yeah.
Yeah, ilikuwa poa.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much for your thoughts. Maggie, I have a question. I have a question for you. Are coffins necessary?
Sorry?
Is a coffin necessary?
Yeah, it's necessary because something that we've been brought up to tunajuanga mtu akibariwa, there must be a coffin, though it's not for everyone. Because kuna ule mtu mwenye anadikanga kwa wili yake.
Ataki coffin.
Ningetaka kuchomwa or something, yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much. That's another question I'm asking because, I saw people, they're like, yo, how can you put a guy in a grave without a coffin? And I've seen so many, people, ikikuja kwa funeral, mazee unachanga do mob ya coffin. And you realize that a coffin is just a place to to make you feel that you gave the deceased a good send-off. It's got nothing to do with the stay underground. You know what I mean? Hello.
Hello, Kwambox.
Habari asubuhi.
Nzuri sana, ni Katelo kutoka Meru.
Katelo, welcome to the show.
Yeah.
Unasemaje leo?
Mimi naona hiyo kitu, hiyo mtu hakupata enough respect kutoka kwa familia yao basi. Alihitaji kufanywa kitu kwa poa hadi mtaana basi.
Okay, so wewe ukubaliani na hiyo story?
Mimi sikubaliani na hiyo story kabisa.
Alafu Katelo, nikuulize, we according to you coffin ni important?
Important sana.
Kwa nini?
Inafai tu mtu zenye tu wish yake. Kuna mtu sema atome, mwingine tu anasema tu aeko kwa coffin.
Okay, all right. Thank you so much, Katelo. Have a great day. I know this is a bit of a morbid conversation to have very early in the morning, but remember, you can call me up, 0719-012-700. Yo, there's a family in Siaya right now that's so upset, so distraught, because they weren't able to give their family member their last rites. Hello.
Hello, Kwambox.
Habari ya asubuhi.
From Lambo.
Sorry, you're who?
Hello.
Ati unasema nani? He hung up. Call me up right now, 0719-012-700. I want to hear your voice. What you have to say about this. Hello. Okay, huyo bado anajisikiza kwenye radio. DJ Tush.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm doing fine. I'm happy. I'm grateful for a new day on the same keys. I'm all happy.
Oh, good stuff. Good stuff, Tush. Welcome to the show. So unasemaje story?
mimi I'm not happy of what happened in Siaya County. That's not cool. Ni kama corona inakalia culture yetu manze, yani like how come unakuwa buried usiku? Mimi kwanza unaona coffee huku Meru manze, hiyo ni like ni assurance, hiyo lazima.
Hiyo ni lazima.
Hiyo hakuna apologies. So it's actually lakini si blame government, I'm blaming the ones who buried the guy during the night.
But ni county government ilifanya hiyo kazi?
Nimecheki video actually on your ID address hata watu hivi venye hata ni mazee, I was almost in tears actually.
Yeah.
I don't know but kitu yani corona inatukalia mpaka culture yetu mazee. Sijui sasa
but here's the thing, Tush. Here's the thing. Mr. Onyango's story is a bit crazy because nishakwambia si kuna watu wawili wengine walizikwa. Mbona walizikwa during the day? And then the law says that people should be buried between 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
So 3 p.m.
So why did they feel like they needed to bury someone at 1 a.m.?
That's a bad thing actually.
Hata
sijui like alafu nategea redeem leo mazee ni kale nilicheki jana IT. Nategea alafu nichezee niko na request.
We'll discuss that in the next hour. Thank you so much DJ Tush. All right, remember guys, 0719012700. Of course, we're talking about the Siaya burial. What do you have to say about this? I'm going to take 2 more phone calls before we take a short commercial break. Kevin. All right, I missed him. Hello.
Hello.
Habari asubuhi.
Hello.
Habari asubuhi. Naongea na nani mwenzangu?
Naitwa Maish, nimetoka Nyeri.
Maish, welcome to the show. This is Vybez Radio, Kwambox. Unasemaje?
Mimi kitu bana imenishtua.
Nimekushtua?
Lakini msee alikuwa na kakitu ama ni msee hustler tu wa kaida?
Alikuwa anafanya KPA. Alikuwa dire.
Na mbona county government ifikirie hivyo?
Hata sijui mazee.
And then was buried without a coffin. That's disrespecting his body and also his family. Just if it is, sijaona ikiwa poa.
Okay, so you totally disagree with what the county government did?
I totally disagree.
All right, thank you so much.
Hata mtu wenyu unaweza kukubali afanywe hivyo?
That's the question.
Yeah, it's like dumping. Hiyo ni kama umedampiwa tu hujazikwa.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Kuna ile last respect.
Okay. Maish there from Nyeri. Patrick from Kitale.
Vipi?
Fiti sana, habari asubuhi.
Kitale iko safi, tumeamka tuko shambani madamu.
Nashukuru kabisa.
Mimi nasema hivi. Kwa jamaa yenyewe hawakumfanyia poa kidesign yake. Wangeweka hata wapeane hata 2 hours hivi bana, si mbaya sana.
2 hours.
Sasa kuzika mtu mapema hivyo tena hakuna ile iko. Unajua sasa kulingana na desturi ya jamii bana, inabidi tumesikia wakisema laani itafuata familia. Basi inafaa pia wafufue atuwazike kidesign yao poa.
Yeah.
Lakini corona nayo imeleta watu shida bana. Hata mimi nilikuwa na kadawari kidogo bana, ilibidi twende watu kama 5 peke yake.
Unafunga ndoa ingine?
Dawari taking ng'ombe, yani kupeana kwa kina madamu.
Okay.
Ilibidi tu tuende watu kama 5 bwana, na inafaa tuende watu karibu ni fani mzima.
Lakini unaona sasa corona ina just cultural things maze.
Respect, lakini sasa unaona wakati ilikuwa afadhali. Sasa ndio shida, mwezi enda. Hata mimi nilifanya last Saturday but one, lakini sasa hiyo mwezi enda. Sasa sherehe nyingi kama ni matanga, inafaa watu wakishazika watarudi baadaye, mambo ikishapumzika alafu sherehe inaendelea. Hata naona kwa ubikari sana wanasema kulingana na sheria tutarudiana baadaye, sherehe itakuwa wakati wa corona ikishaisha.
All right.
Yeah.
Patrick, I have a question for you before I let you go. Patrick just disappeared there. All right, if I haven't picked your call, don't panic. Remember, I'm going to come back to finish this conversation, but just keep it right here. This is Mjadala. In the meantime, I want to tell you how you can grab your hands on some airtime, because I know you are really spending a lot of airtime trying to tune in, trying to talk, trying to call. Why don't you get yourself a Skiza airtime? It's so simple. Just dial *811#, and then you can download the Skiza choice of your the Skiza tune of your choice, from Odi wa Kulenga to Rasta meditation to Rasta rules to Mutu Wanduthi. It's very simple. Just dial *811# and select the ringtone or the Skiza callback tune of your choice. Before the end of the show, I've got 1,000 bob. I won a 1,000 bob airtime. I want to reward one lucky MVP. All you have to do, download the Skiza tune, take a screenshot, post it on Twitter or on Facebook, and before the end of the show, I will be announcing the winner.
Good vibes only on Vibes Radio.
But in this hour, we are talking about leo nilikuwa mjadala na mjadala yetu leo tulikuwa tunaongea juu hiyo Siaya burial. We've gotten the facts. So what happened? It's still a bit misty on what happened because there's still information that, is coming from all quarters. But officially what we know is that this guy alikuwa suspected of corona. Sindio? And then they're saying allegedly that the guy succumbed to the disease. And so what happened? That very night at 1 a.m., 2 a.m., between 1 to 2 a.m., the guy was buried in a shallow grave, and we've posted the video and you've seen it. Now the question is, was this right? According to the Public Health Act, in these times of corona, burials should happen between 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Right? And that is actually the law. Burials should happen between 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. And so we know that Senator Orengo is actually suing the state for this. And, just like, why are you going to do this? You contravened every, law, any rights. And then yesterday I was listening to Chief Government Pathologist, who was actually saying, guys, I didn't say that you bury them immediately. I said that the family should be given at least between 24 to 48 hours. Yes, check it out on Citizen News. That's what he said. 24 to 48 hours. He was live with Jeff Koinange. And I was like, but then why did you hurry to bury this guy in the middle of the night? So all your posts, all your comments, I'm going to come back and read that in the next hour. But just so that we can end this conversation, I think we all agree that what was done could have been done better. You can imagine the stigma you've left the family. I get it. Corona has come and changed everything, our social structures, the things that we used to hold dear, how we used to conduct our church, how we used to conduct weddings, how we used to conduct funerals. Yeah. But guys, it could be so much worse. In Ecuador, where the numbers are big, families are having to sit with bodies that are rotting, because the state can't do anything with them. They can't put them in the mortuary. But Kenya, we are not there yet. There are few deaths. Please treat these people with respect. Yeah, there's absolutely no reason why this burial happened in the middle of the night. And then the worst off, you're not even explaining it to the family. Instead, you're traumatizing them and stigmatizing them in a space where all Kenyans are afraid. So I think this could have been done better, and may we find justice for this family, because may we not see this kind of behavior again. That's all I'm saying. Of course, we're going to get right into Ridimos. Thank you so much for being a part of Mjadala. Of course, it's now 8 a.m.
Vibes Radio, we rule the nation in this generation.